Hello, good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. It's Saturday morning over here, and well, I've had a rough few weeks. Got hit in the head at work a couple weeks ago, really hard with a soccer ball, and had a concussion. Still do. When I'm not laying down sleeping or suffering with a headache, I am trying to knit or read. And I recently just finished a couple bigger knitted projects, and I'm working on a shawl that's been sitting there since October, but it's been rainy and gloomy and, kind of sad around here. So I thought I need to cast on something bright and cheerful. So maybe you want to knit along with me and watch my journey as I knit on a simple ripple bralette top that I've wanted to make for a while by Jessie Maed Designs. And I'm doing it in this beautiful color, which I love so much. This is by Spectrum Fiber, and it is Neon Peaches. No, what's it called? Peaches? I'll get the name for you. I love it so much. It's a fingering. I think it's I don't know if it's an 80/20. I can't remember. But look how pretty it's working up. Anyways, I'm gonna knit on that for a little bit, and I thought maybe as opposed to a regular podcast, this would be like a journey of me knitting this simple bralette as I try to recover from my concussion. I've been laying down all morning. The headache is subsiding a little bit and the nausea, so I thought I'd pick up my knitting. Join me. So I'm back. I took a little break, had to tend to my little guys, and had a cup of tea, had some lunch, fixed up my hair a little bit, even though it doesn't look like much. But before I get back to knitting on my ripple bralette, I thought I would first wash and block my Radvent cardigan that I finished earlier this week. So thought you might join me as I dunk it in the bath. Okay, let me switch camera angle. Why can't I switch? Hold on. Right, so we've got the tub full of some fig scented soak wash, and here's beautiful Radvent going for a dip. Yeah, let's get it all nice and wet. I'll sew in all those ends after it's blocked and dried. Oh, this soak, this fig scented soak smells so good. Okay, so just gonna let this little guy have a bath. And I'll check on it in about 15 minutes. So it's just taking it out of the water. I'm making a little, I don't know what you call this, a little burrito with my finished object. Rolling it up in the towel to get rid of the excess water. Okay, and I'll just step on that for a bit and then block it. Friends, so here we go. I have blocked it. It took me forever to block it because I knit the right side first and my gauge was spot on. But when I knit the left side, you could probably see there, those 3 stripes at the front, my gauge changed significantly. I was on a girls' weekend, the weekend that I knit those 3 stripes. So you can see I was far more relaxed when I was knitting my stitches because they're so much bigger than when I was knitting this side. I'm hoping it'll block out. I mean, you still see a difference when you stare closely, but I think when you're wearing it, it'll be fine. So I had to kind of, you know, take my time and measure each side to make sure I was blocking them to equal sizes. Oh well, I'm still happy with it. Friends, hey, I'm back. I know it's been a lot of starting and stopping today, but that's my life. I don't get to knit very consecutively for too long with 4 kids in the house. Anyways, also I took a rest because I had concussion. Yeah. So I actually just measured my ribbing, and according to the pattern and the size that I'm knitting, I think I'm knitting the 4th size, and it says to do 1.5 inches of ribbing. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Probably just like 2 more rounds, but I think I'm gonna knit it to 2 inches. I know I have enough yarn, and by the way, the name of the yarn is Neon Peaches. I was right. And it is an 80-20 blend, 80 superwash merino, 20 nylon from Spectrum Fiber. So yeah, I think I'm gonna knit it to 2 inches because I know that I want this to be a longer top, not quite the bralette length. So I do want to have a thicker band of ribbing. So join me while I knit some more. I came here so that it would be a little quieter because it's quite noisy out in the living room now that my kids are all home from their Saturday morning activities like dance and visual arts. And the little guy, my 2-year-old, is napping, but the other 3 are playing, which is great that they're playing together, which we love and encourage, but they're being loud. And noise is not good for my headaches right now. So I'm trying to retreat for a little bit of peace and quiet. And I'm so tired and sore from sitting in my bed for nearly 2 weeks because I couldn't really do much else. I still can't do much, but I'm trying. So I thought I'd come and sit in my chair here by the window. I just turned it around from where it normally is so that I could prop my phone up on a table or a desk, whatever. It looks bright. I hope that's not bothering you, but it's gray and gloomy today. Gray and gloomy, like it's been for the past few days, and I think it's going to be. I wish our spring actually came in more like a spring, but it doesn't. It's cold, like it feels colder than a winter day because it's so damp. But hopefully it won't be too long. We had a little tease of some beautiful sunny spring days last week. It was gorgeous. But it's hard to go and play outside when it's so wet and damp and windy, because that damp wind, gosh, it makes you feel so cold. Anyways, just gonna knit quietly. Okay, so let's see where we are. I think I only did a couple rounds, but just curious. I think that brought me to 1.5 inches. Yeah, that brought me to 1.5 inches. So probably about another 4 or 5 rounds to go before 2 inches, so that I can move on to the next part. So I don't know, basically I see everybody knitting these ones so fast. I just wanted to see how long it would take me to make it. I mean, I don't have all the time in the world to knit, but I have a little more time than usual since I'm, you know, recovering from this concussion and can't work right now. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'm hoping to get the ribbing done today. So I'm hoping to get up to the 2 inches today. If I do, I'll come back on and show you my day 1 progress. Okay, I am back. It's been a few hours, but I just managed to sit down and get a little more knitting done. And I got carried away watching some podcasts on YouTube, and went past 2 inches, but I'm at 2.5, and I think I actually really like it. I like it a lot better. So my ribbing is going to be 2.5 inches for my hem. I love these little stitch stoppers. 2.5 inches for my hem, and I am ready to move on to the next part. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow. No. Okay, so it is evening now. It is actually just a few minutes to 10 o'clock. Wasn't feeling that great tonight, so I mostly rested. I did start the next section. Got about a 1/2 inch or so done there, so I switched to the larger size needles. I don't know if you can see. Hold on. And I'd begun the, I can't hold this with one hand, the 3x3 ribbing. It's cute. So still a lot more to go. The pattern for the 4th size tells me to do about 4 inches, or you can knit it however long you want. I'm gonna do more than 4, but I'm not quite sure how many more, like how big I'm gonna make it. I was thinking maybe 6 inches, because then there's gonna be another 1 to 2 inches and another part added, or no, 1 inch in another part, plus the 2.5 I did on the hem or the ribbing. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to do much more tonight. My head's killing me, but day 1, not so bad. Not too bad, especially since I was doing other things too. But I didn't knit on my shawl. Maybe I'll do some of that now. I don't know. But it's such a pretty color. Okay, check in tomorrow. Morning. So, day 2 of knitting. Haven't started knitting yet. Fed the kids, cleaned up after breakfast, taken the garbage out, and well, let me see here if I can show you. I'll turn you around. Happy spring. We got snow overnight. I mean, yeah, it's pretty, but oh, it's the end of March. I guess I won't be sitting outside on my chairs today. They're covered in snow. Okay, let's head back in, maybe do some knitting. Let's see. Balloons. My son's birthday last week. I did a little bit more last night. So got about 2.5 inches of the 3x3 rib done. I think I'm gonna go until about 6 inches. So it's quite a bit I got yesterday. Let's see what I get done today. Hey guys, so it is now 5:45, and I think it was about 9 o'clock when I spoke to you last. Didn't get much done today. I think I've only knitted maybe 2 rounds. It's just been one of those days where my head starts spinning and getting woozy. This is one of the symptoms I've been experiencing, and all I can really do is lay down until it passes. But then, you know, once that starts, all the other things start, like the headache and everything. So anyways, I retreated to my room for a little quiet. I just fed everybody and gonna knit. Okay. So I don't know. When I check Ravelry and see how long it takes people to complete these projects, I mean, the timeline was pretty fast for this one, but maybe, I mean, I'm not a super fast knitter at all. I'd say I'm more on the average to slower side. But all this ribbing is really slowing me down even more. Doesn't help that I'm not feeling great, but also I've got more time to knit than I usually do. So I don't know. I just in the mood to get projects done, I guess. Hello. Okay, so 10:30 at night, and I went to make myself a cup of tea, and was checking on my Radvent that was blocking and is pretty much almost dry, and just heading back. Let me just make sure I don't spill my tea. Here we go. Okay, so ooh, that was very close. All right. Yeah, I was knitting for a bit once the kids went to bed on my, what's it called? Ripple bralette. So this is where I started this morning, where this pretty little stitch marker is. I was there this morning, so now I'm up to here, and I know I said that I would do about 6 inches of the 3x3 rib, but Oh, now that I look at it, so it's at 5 inches now, and I held it up to me, and I don't know if you can. I think that's enough. Oops, there we go. I think that'll be enough because there's still another inch to go in the next section before doing like the top. I don't know. Whatever. If I'm wrong, if I wanted it longer, who cares? I'll knit another one after. I'm also nervous. I know I said I think I'd have a lot of yarn. I mean, I have this left. I know this is still a lot. But I know I would be fine. I could knit more. I don't know. I'm nervous that it's going to shrink up once it goes over the bust. I don't know. I'll sleep on it and I'll decide in the morning, because right now, I know it's because I have them on a small circumference needles, like on 16-inch, but I'm getting a little crampy, so I'm gonna drink my tea, and I think I might probably still knit for a little bit, but I'll knit on something else. I'll knit on my shawlography, which I was hating for the longest time, but when I cast off my ranunculus and my Radvent last week, or at the beginning, yeah, I don't remember when it was, I had all of a sudden gotten this urge to just pick this up again, and I just want to get it done, I think. I don't want it sitting there anymore, and I don't want to rip it out, but I'm loving the way these two colors are working together in this section. So I think what I decided is I don't like this yellowy color. Even though I love yellow, I don't like this yellowy color. So I think whenever the pattern calls for that color, I'm just not going to use it anymore. And I'll just pick whatever I want instead. The joys of knitting. Okay, guys, I guess maybe tomorrow's day 3 of knitting, so we'll see what tomorrow brings us. Okay, hey there. So day 3, I didn't do anything this morning. I got up this morning, was up for maybe almost an hour, which was good. I managed to get to an hour before I started feeling concussion symptoms, and then I couldn't hold my head up anymore, and I passed out. So here we are. I'm gonna go make some lunch in a minute, but I was knitting for the last half hour or so, and I decided, I slept on my dilemma last night, thought about it, and I decided that I was going to knit that extra inch and make body 5 inches. So I did that. I did the setup row for the next section, and now I'm gonna move my progress keeper up to the top here, because now from here I need to knit 1 inch in the new pattern that I established in the setup row before moving on to the next part. So I know I wasn't sure about, I knew I had enough yarn last night, but anyways, I ended up weighing this last night and there was still 60 grams. So I started with about 107 grams. So, I mean, all of this didn't even use half the ball of yarn. So I think I'll be good. I hope so. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go have some lunch, and then I'm gonna try to get an appointment with a concussion clinic. It's a virtual appointment, and see how much more I get done on this. Hi, monkey. Hi. Okay, so look at that fun color. It was so sunny here a minute ago, and all of a sudden the sun is gone and it's gotten gloomy, guys. Okay, So, sorry if you hear some music in the background or toys or something. Two of my kids are playing upstairs. And I just wanted to pop in and show you that I knit the inch that I had to knit. There we go. And next step is doing some bind offs and whatnot for the underarm section. I just have to grab a stitch holder before I can do that because some stitches have to be placed on hold. Either that or some spare yarn. It's only little bits of stitches at a time, like 6 stitches here or there, so I don't want to use my giant stitch holders for that. Anyways, hope you're having a good day. Hey guys, okay, so it's the next day, morning, and I did all this last night. So I did the left side and the strap, and just trying it on now to see if I like, oops, the length of the strap. I don't know if I can show you, hold on. I did the strap 10.5 inches, and I think I like it because I want the back up a little higher, and then that'll be there, and it's gonna stretch a little bit. So I think I'm really happy so far. I absolutely love the color for my little belly. Again, it's probably just gonna be worn underneath things, but well, who knows? I don't know. Anyhow, so far so good. Hey guys, it's been a lousy day for me, I'm not gonna lie. My knitting's been right beside me. I haven't been able to touch it because I just haven't been feeling good. And this little girl, look at her face. Look at that face. She's been beside me all day. Kind of funny how pets, animals, they just know when you're not feeling well, and they come next to you. Anyways, so between Monkey and anyone else love Yellowstone? I'm wearing my Yellowstone t-shirt today. Is that backwards? It says sorta sweet, sorta Beth Dutton. I don't know if that's a insult or a compliment. I take it as a compliment. Anyways, I'm hoping that as the night goes on, I'll start to feel a bit better. Maybe knit a little bit. But as of now, it's just been staring at me in my project bag. Hey guys. Oh, sorry, did I sit on you? Okay, so it is, let me see, Saturday's day 1, 2, 3, 4, what is it, day 5? I don't know. Of knitting? I can't remember. Anyhow, I did a bunch last night before bed. And so I knit the whole right side, I did the strap, and I'm ready to finish it. So all that's left is the 3 needle bind off. So got my 3rd needle, attached the strap to the stitches that were on hold. And let me see if I can remember how to do this 3 needle bind off.
Mommy, a hug.
Sure, you can have that. Okay. So yeah, I wasn't feeling good at all yesterday. This concussion has had me up and down, up and down. So anyhow, let me see if I remember. Go through the first 2. Knit, knit. Off. Off. And then pass that one over that one. Yes, I remember. Okay, so almost done. 4 stitches left. I know I'm not holding these very grateful, but kind of fiddly holding 3 small needles. I'm working with 3 small needles at once. And one more. Thank you, Ben Ben. Okay, that's done. So I just need to, oh, it is. So again, I think I knit the 4th size. I'll try it on a bit after too. And try to get it on video. I don't feel like doing it now though. But I love it. I love it. Okay, so just need to weave in the ends and then it's done. I think that's what I needed, a quick project to get me into summer knits. Though I still have a bunch of other things I need to finish up. I don't know why this stitch looks so loose over here. I'm gonna have to tighten that up when if you can see that, when I sew in the ends. But what do you think? Let's put those needles down. I love it. Okay, so I guess the rest of my morning is going to be weaving in ends. And actually, let me see if I can show you. I'm gonna, I can't pause this. Let me see if I can turn it around. No, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna stop it and I'll start again. Oh, I've laid out on my bed this morning the projects that need to have some ends woven in. So our ranunculus, my Radvent, I just finished those last week. And then today I pulled out of a drawer some things that I finished, well, semi-finished over the last 2 years and never went back to doing the final touches. So hoping maybe to get that done today. This one needs some fringe along the front and then a button sewn on. This needs to have the edges sewn together or seamed together. And this is the Streamline tank that is front and back panel, and they literally just need to be seamed together. And you know, I don't know, it's been sitting there since summer of 2020 unfinished. So I'm hoping to get that all seamed up today. And the last thing I'm hoping to get done today, whoops, is to add the drawstring to this little bag that I made. This was my very first sewing project. And I did it about a month ago and I'm so happy. I've already put a project in it. Again, this is another project that I started in 2020 in spring, the Birds of a Feather shawl, and never went back to. So maybe at some point I'll pick that up again, but I love this bag so much. I love the flamingos, the strawberries, the little daisies on the inside. I love the pocket in the front, so I put my pattern in there. All it needs is the drawstring. So I'm gonna do that. So hopefully my head doesn't start hurting and I'll have enough time to get these done. Okay, I'll let you know. Talk to you later.
So I think I am doing it. I can't believe I put this off for 2 years because I wasn't sure how to seam these edges together and the pattern just said seam edges. It didn't tell you what kind of seam to use. And look at that. I think I'm doing it. Oh, because there's selvage edges, I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, I can't whip stitch it. I don't know what this is called. Is this a mattress stitch? I don't know. I'm just picking up the little tiny bar in between there. Like, let me see if I can use my other hand. Anyways. So this would be the stitch. There would be a little bar right in there. Ah, okay, that's not gonna work, but I need two hands. Somewhere in here, there would be a bar, and I need to pick that up. Okay, I'll show you when it's done.
Guys, so I have been seaming this thing for what seems like ever. It's pretty much all I've done this afternoon. I've made so many dumb mistakes. Oopsie, sorry. So the side seams, no problem. Those were great. They took a bit long, but they were fine. The straps, not good. Hold on. Sorry, you might hear my kids in the background. Anyways, so first I took the straps and thought I'd try and seam them in some fancy way that I saw on YouTube. I don't even know what it's called. And it was almost done. I was looking at it, I didn't really like it, so I was fiddling with it and weaving in and out and trying to tighten up gaps. Oh my gosh, what a disaster. So when I finally had it done, I was like, okay, good, let me do the next one. And I went to look for the next two straps, and I realized I sewed the wrong straps together. So I took the right and the left, quiet please, and sewed them to the back, like the back straps to the back. All right, I'm sorry about that noise and that screaming. Anyways, yeah, the straps are done. I don't even know if this is gonna fit. I'll try them on later. I'm not crazy about how I seamed them, but you know, it doesn't look too bad. Now I know why I let it sit for 2 years, because I hate seaming. I was really in love with this color like 2 years ago. I don't know if I still love it. We'll see. Okay guys, I couldn't wait. I wanted to try it on. So I'm really happy with it. I think I like the color, and I know it's a little creased, but I'll wash and block it and that'll go away. I like the length. It fits really good. It's nice and low under the underarm like I wanted. When I made this 2 years ago, I made the XL, and I was a little bit bigger back then. I've lost nearly 40 pounds since last June, so I think I'm more of a large now. In the front it looks fine, but at the back, let me see, there's a little more material than I think is needed, but it's fine. I don't like things too clingy to me anyways, and it's for summer. So I made this out of Lion brand cotton bamboo, or bamboo cotton. It's a DK weight, and I'm really happy with it. The pattern is the Streamline tank by 2 of Wands. I love this detail, and the selvages, how they came together on the side too. Oopsie, I'm not even showing you. Right there with the split hem. Okay, so I'm happy I pulled that out and worked on that today, even though the seaming just about had me losing my mind. Second fashion show. All right, so here is the Ripple bralette.
I really like it. I really like it. I kind of wish I had went down size and knit the large or the 3rd size instead of the 4th size, or made my straps a little shorter. I was going to do them 10 inches. The pattern said 11. I did 10 and a half. And like, it's good, but I wish like it was a little bit more snug. Oops. Like that, maybe. I don't know. I could always unpick the straps and redo them, but I really don't want to. So I'm happy. Anyways, it's yeah, let me see. Like, there. That's kind of how it is. If I were to do it again, I might, yeah, like I said, I would do maybe the size large instead of the extra large, or the 3rd size instead of the 4th size, whatever you want to call it. And with the straps a little shorter. I wonder, I'm hesitant to block it, as I don't really want it to grow. But maybe if I put it in the dryer a little bit. I don't know. I'm happy. I like it. It'll be cute. Hey, hello again. Hey guys. So again, I've been spending the day just seaming up old projects, trying to turn them into finished objects and hopefully get to wear them this summer. So this is a little boho, sort of boho top. Throw it over a tank top, throw it over a summer dress, throw it over a bathing suit. You know, just an easy breezy kind of, you know, relaxing summer top. It knit up extremely quickly. The name of the pattern, the designer is Rusiknits. I can't remember the name of the tank or the top. I'll try to find it. It was like a one size fits all thing, I think, which we all know that's not true. So I definitely added a whole bunch of length to the top, and I'm still hoping that after I block it, it'll grow longer. So I think that's it for me tonight. Bye. So I decided I'm gonna take some time this evening to wind up this beautiful yarn that I had purchased with the intentions of making a Cinecardi by Maven Crafted. And oh my gosh, anyone else really love when a cake turns out so pretty? I love it. Skeins of fingering weight yarn, all skeined up. Boy, my arm was killing me after the third one. I was dreading having to do the mohair, and then I picked up the mohair and realized I don't have to wind these. So that was a bonus. I can't wait to see how these two will mix. I know the lighting right now is awful because it's nighttime lighting, but
So pretty. All right. Talk to you later. Guys, so I guess today is day 6 of this little vlog. I know I originally said I called it like a week of knitting vlog, but it's turning into a week of knitting and finally finishing up old projects. So I haven't been able to do much today, not feeling too great, but as I came to sit on my chair here and look out the window, I saw across the room staring at me this little guy. This is the hatching unicorn pattern by KayteDids, and I think I crocheted it over a year ago for my daughter, and it's been sitting there ever since because it had no eyes. You know, I prefer to use safety eyes, but I had already sewn up and closed everything and forgot to do that. So I finally grabbed a piece of felt and just you know, free-handed cut out these eyelashes so that it would look like, I guess, sleeping. And I don't know, maybe I made them way too big, because now that I'm looking at it as I place it onto this unicorn, I was just gonna glue gun it on. I feel like maybe they're too big for the head. Yeah, I think those are definitely too big. I wonder if I can just shorten it though and maybe do it like, maybe if I just fold it off or cut half of it off or something. That might be better. What about that? I mean, I'm not too concerned. It's not an order or anything. I'm not selling it to anybody. It's just... Okay, here she is. Not too bad, eh? It's a good thing I shortened up those eyelashes. Oh, okay, she's gonna love this when she comes home from school. She's been waiting a long time, and this little guy's been staring at us from a shelf for a long time. I don't like what I did on this side, but it's time. Good morning. Alright, so it is day 7 of my week of knitting and crafting, and let's throw some crocheting in there because late last night I decided to start a corner to corner rectangle. So I don't know if you've heard, so Repeat Crafter Me, oh, what's her name? That's her Instagram handle, Repeat Crafter Me. She is doing a gnome each month of the year, a gnome rectangle, or yeah, it's not a square, it's a rectangle, a gnome corner to corner. And then the idea is after 12 months, you'll have 12 rectangles that you can put together to have a blanket. And I hate making blankets. I've only ever made 2 baby blankets. One was a gift and one was for my son. And I don't know what it is. I just find blankets daunting and boring. Like, I don't have the desire to do them. But when I saw this, and if you know me, you know, like, I have a severe love of gnomes. So right away I wanted to do it, and I hadn't ever done corner to corner before, so I watched a couple videos and figured it out. So I made the January one and I was so happy, but then I never did February because life got busy. I didn't do March because hello, concussion. And pretty soon, or today, she released April's, so I didn't want to not do them because, again, I love gnomes. So last night I printed out this from her website. That's the February gnome. Actually, it's one of the versions of the February gnome. There was another version, which was the original version. It was a girl with like long hair, but I didn't have the beard, and I really love the beards on gnomes, so that's why I chose this one. So let me show you. I've got it here. I've done about 13, almost, I'm on my 13th row. See, doesn't look like much so far. But oopsie. But I'm ending my week of knitting and crafting with some crochet. And I haven't crocheted in ages. I used to crochet all the time, but I haven't done it in ages. So I don't know, something in me last night wanted to pull out something new, and I have so much yarn in my basement, so much acrylic yarn from when I got started, because I used to use it. I used to make tons of amigurumi, and I still enjoy making those things, but I don't really use that acrylic for anything else. So I thought, why not use it for this blanket? It'll be cozy, and I'm sure my kids will try to take it, and then I can wash it easily, being acrylic and everything. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's see. Hopefully I'll start to introduce this color. This is the one I'm going to do for the hat. I don't know if I have enough of this. So what I might do is I also have this one, which is a little bit sparkly, but you can kind of see they're a little bit different. This one is a bit more of a dull pink, even though it's got the stellina in it, the little sparkle. So because I wasn't sure if this would be enough, I don't remember what it is because there's no tag on it. It's probably a Red Heart Super Saver one, but again, I'm not 100% sure. So what I thought is I will just alternate them, like I'll stripe them so that the hat will look striped. Okay, I think that's all I have for you so far today. Yeah, I haven't really left my bed yet. I tried to get up, and standing was too hard today. Too much strength was involved in that. I had to lay my head back down. So for the last little bit, I've been able to sit up with my head up. So hopefully I'll be able to do some crafting today. And wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And I will check in later to see how much or how far I got on my little gnome square. My goal. Hey guys, I was recording and then I stopped and deleted it because my 2-year-old walked in and he's learned words, he's talking up a storm, and he just wouldn't stop. He's just saying every random word that he knows. And it's really cute, but I came in here for some quiet because my head was hurting me. So anyways, it is 8:23, and somehow the day got away from me. I had to get a lot of just stuff done this morning, like booking appointments and sending emails. And it just it drained me because I can't really do too much these days. Anyways, so I showed you this morning that I was working on this corner to corner piece, and this is how much I got done. Not much, but I'm happy with it. I'll do some more now. So this is the top. This is like the beginning of the gnome's hat. So I'm working on this, and that's, oops, what did I just do? Of course I'm not concentrating. So that's really all I'm I haven't crocheted in so long that it's just feeling a little weird. I feel like I'm out of the rhythm, but I mean, it's also like they say, like riding a bicycle, that I guess, oops, I'm not focusing, that you just pick back up where you left off. I'm just, I guess not as smooth or graceful with it as I once was. So that's it. I did 3 squares there, 1, 2, 3, and now I have to switch to, what do I switch to? Oh, I have to switch to white. Where'd my white go? The yarn management here is like, it's a serious thing. Oh, that's the wrong white. Of course, I grabbed the wrong white. That's the one. This is the one I want, this little ball. Okay. I hate having to make little bobbins or whatever, but that's all part of corner to corner. So, is anybody else making this gnome, monthly gnome, corner to corner? If you are, let me know in the comments, or check it out and let me know what you think. Again, it's by Repeat Crafter Me. Her last name's Zimmerman. I want to say Zoe, but that's her daughter. I can't remember. She's got a bunch of crock pot recipes too, and there's at least 2 of them that are a staple in my house that I'll make at least twice a month, let's say. Okay. Yeah, so what else did I do today? I listened to some podcasts. I don't watch the screen too much because it's sometimes bugs my eyes because of this concussion, but I tried to had a few podcasts going. And what else? I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background. My kids and my husband are watching Annie, the one with that was just released a few years ago with Jamie Foxx. And it's really cute, and we watched it last week, but I don't like watching the same movies over and over again. So they're watching that, and I came here for some quiet, so hopefully you don't hear the noise that they're making. Let's see, what else? Oh, I got a good chunk of my book read. I'd say I'm about halfway. So I'm reading this one, The Woods by Harlan Coben, and it's a really good mystery. I was in the mood for reading a mystery, and the grocery girls were talking about how much they loved this author, and that's how I was introduced to the author, and I love the style of writing so far. So I've been doing that, and I wish I had more to show you on this corner to corner, but you know what? This was a week of knitting, crafting, crocheting. Well, I was hoping to get some sewing done this week. I've been trying to learn to sew since I think I started around February, and I am absolutely loving it. So I was looking at a new sewing pattern for a bag, a new sewing pattern that I just purchased last week, and I was going to attempt to start cutting up the fabric, but then I realized that the contrast fabric that I wanted for the bottom half of the bag, in my head, I thought I ordered it. In reality, I did not. And this is the exact type of confusion I've been talking about, that I've been experiencing since the concussion. I am just in another world completely. I don't know. It's like, it's like I'm just convinced that I've done something, and in reality, I have not. But it's taking me a while to figure out that I didn't. So the sewing didn't get done. Maybe I'll ask my husband to go to the fabric store tomorrow and pick some up for me. He's been doing so much for me, and he doesn't complain, but I don't know if he'll go that far. Anyways, so, oh, sorry if you hear any screaming. I don't know, one of my kids did something and now they're yelling at each other. But it's okay, my husband's out there mediating. So I don't know, I enjoyed doing this week of little clips of me crafting and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed it too. I would love it if you would leave me any comments telling me what you think of this style of vlog or podcast, and let me know what you think of the knits. Let me know what you're working on. I look forward to it, you know, I don't have anybody too close to me in my life who crafts and enjoys it as much as me. So this is my way of getting to share it and show my enthusiasm for it. So I hope you're all well. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you enjoyed this. I think I'm going to sign off here, and this will probably be the end of it. Maybe I'll just film a little bit of me crocheting to some and put it to some music. I don't know. We'll see. So just bugging me so much that this ripple bralette, it wasn't sitting right with me. The straps were a little too long, and I said, you know what? Oh, I'm doing it. I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna unpick that 3-needle bind off, and I did it, and I pulled out a good inch, and it fits so much better. It's so much more secure, and I haven't woven in the ends yet because I wanted to make sure. I wanted to try it on first. It's so much better. I think next time I could even go for another 1/2 inch less, or maybe just a couple rows less, but so happy I went ahead and did that instead of procrastinating, because as we saw from this week with old unfinished whips that I finally pulled out and finished, it probably would have sat there. So this way I took like 20 minutes and got it done. So it is ready for some summertime and some sunshine. Okay, bye guys.